Welcome everyone to part 6 of What Is This Aussie Saying? I have no idea, but I will try and guess anyway. Loki, thank you for joining me again. We had, I think, a week off, didn't I? I was on holiday, so welcome back to me. Thank you for joining me again. Are you ready?
I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
Okay, which is not very ready. Let's
well,
let's go.
You know.
Let's do it.
Alrighty, let's get going. What has happened if I use the phrase "kamagutsa"?
Kamagutsa.
Kamagutsa.
Kamagutsa. I did say it right. Kamagutsa. Come and get some. Like, whoa, be having some.
No.
Oh. I maybe use it in a sentence if you've got that prepared.
I was riding my bike, but I kamagutsa.
Yeah, that doesn't help me.
Doesn't help?
No.
It's hard to sort of put it in a sentence without completely giving it away.
Okay.
Kamagutsa means to have an accident. Or make a really bad mistake. So if you were...
I'm trying to think of the... I'm sure there's like a more of an English way of saying that. Oh, I can't think what it is. I can't think what it is off the top of my head. I'm sure you'll tell me in the comments. I'm sure there's an English version that's similar. But not that.
Yeah. No, kamagutsa.
All right, number 2.
Ready for the next one?
I'm ready. Go.
Okay, this isn't strictly rhyming slang, even though it does rhyme with the word. What have I done if I've done a pork pie?
If you've done a pork pie, you have done something, you've messed up. You've made an error.
No.
But I'm just trying to think what rhymes with pie. Die. Sigh. No. No, this is
pork pie? Tell a lie.
Tell a lie, you've lied. Oh.
Or you might say you're telling porkies.
That's what we would say, I reckon. Yeah. Ah. No wonder why I now know where that comes from. Because we say telling porkies, but I never, for some reason, I never thought of pork pie, which are disgusting, by the way. But yeah, now I know pork pie, lie.
Yeah. Well, we're off to a flying start with 2 for none. So let's see if we can get you on the board here.
Come on.
What am I trying to say if I use the word dead set?
You're dead set. As in, you are definitely going to do something. You're dead set. This is what I'm going to do. Or you're ready. Like you're ready to do something.
No.
Are you sure? Because we would say, right, I'm dead set to do this. I'm dead set going to do this.
I'll see if I can. I'm going to try and put it in a sentence. But if I put it in a sentence, it's just basically going to give it away.
Okay.
Paul Hogan is a dead set legend.
He is definitely. He is. Yeah, that's all I can think of. He's definitely. But I think that's. I don't know.
You're sort of on the right track. Dead set is an emphatic way of saying something's the truth.
Okay.
So say so you could just say Paul Hogan is a legend, but by saying Paul Hogan is a dead set legend,
okay, it's exaggerating it almost, isn't it?
It's like he's a dead set legend. Okay. So yeah, it's slightly different to how you were.
I don't know if anyone can hear in this, but if you hear squeaking, it's a little kitten that we got. And watch for my vlog on my other channel, because I gave a little surprise for Charlie. So, yeah, if you hear squeaking, that's why. Anyway, sorry. Back. Let's go. Back.
All right. We still haven't got any runs on the board, Rob. So let's try get that to happen.
Yeah, 0 out of 3.
What has happened if I say I got a bum steer?
You got a bum steer. What the... Would it be something like you got a dud? It's like got a dud, like you got something that's broken.
No.
This is the problem. I don't even. Nothing even comes to mind. There's a few of these as we've done, and nothing comes to mind at all. And it's probably obvious when you say it. No idea. No idea.
I was talking to my brother about motorbikes, and he told me some stuff, but it turns out he was just giving me a bum steer.
So talking rubbish.
Yeah, I'll give you a point for that.
I would use the word BSHIT, but YouTube and all that.
No, it's different to, taking a piss or pulling someone's leg. A bum steer is deliberately trying to mislead someone.
Okay, so he's sort of telling a lie, but on purpose.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a lie with, I suppose, malicious intent.
It makes it's sort of now that you've said what it means, it does sort of sound about right. Yeah. The meanings doesn't make sense, but it sounds about right that you would use it. Like you're kind of making someone steer the wrong direction almost. This is not going well. Not going well.
No, it's not. It really isn't. To all those people who comment, make it harder.
This is the week.
I hope.
This is the week. I've crumbled.
I haven't tried. It's just happened that way. All right, we've got to get you on the board at least. Okay, so what am I asking you to do if I say have a crack?
Have a go. Have a go.
Yes! Yay!
Yeah, have a go. Yeah, have a crack, as in have a go. Do something. Have a try. Yeah. Here we go.
Excellent. On the board. Okay, so what am I describing? What am I describing if I describe something as being a perler?
A perler, I think we would use this. I might be completely off here, but in football, when someone scores a goal and it is a brilliant goal, and it's like from distance, and it's top corner, and it's a really good goal, something like along those lines.
Yeah.
You might say.
Correct.
I think you might say over here that was a peach. Doesn't make sense, but that was a peach of a goal or something like that.
Perler is something very impressive. Like, what a perler.
Because you think of finding a pearl, a nice big pearl, and wow. 2. Great.
What am I wearing?
I don't know. You're disguising as a cat.
Okay. Fair enough. I'll cop that. What is a skid lid?
A skid lid?
Yes.
Skid lid.
But
you're saying that in one word, are you?
What, 2 words?
Okay.
But the way we pronounce it, it probably sounds like one word.
You say it quite quickly, okay. Is it something dirty? Is it something along the
No.
lines of... No, it's not along the lines of dirt.
No, it's not R-rated.
No, I didn't mean... I just meant... Because...
You meant dirty.
Like, for example, a skid mark. You know what a skid mark is?
Yeah, no. It's not
that. Nothing.
You might possibly wear one when you're riding a bike.
A helmet.
Skid lid.
Skid lid. A lid on your head. If you skid. A helmet. Is that right?
Yeah.
I don't know if I can have the point. Once again, I think, can I really have a point for that? I don't think so. No.
No. You were the horse. I led you to water and you drank.
That was, I'm struggling. I am really struggling.
Okay. All right. Hopefully this one should be okay for you.
Probably won't.
What is an ankle biter?
An ankle biter. An ankle biter is a small person, a child.
Yes.
Yeah, got it. See, that is one that I would know. I don't know if I mentioned this in a previous video, but when I did a phrases video with Alan from Eclectic Beard the American, he had the phrase knee high to a grasshopper, which I, from the south of England and my age range, I had never heard of it. But ankle biter is certainly one I would have heard and had possibly used. Ankle biter, I'll take that. Nice.
Yeah, you've got that one. So you've got a couple of runs on the board, so we're doing a bit better here. All right, this next word, like a lot of Australian vernacular, things have more than one meaning. And this particular word has two meanings. So if you can tell me either one of them, I'll give you a point for it.
Okay.
The word is crook.
Crook, as in my last name, Crook?
Yeah.
So, okay. A crook, I'll give the actual meanings. A crook is a shepherd's crook. Their stick. Crook could also be a robber or a thief. And
ding, ding, ding.
Yeah, a thief.
Quick while you're ahead.
I won't say any more. I don't know any more meanings of crook other than those two.
I'll give you that point. Crook can be we just use it in general for any kind of criminal.
How do you think having the last name Crook? How do you think I felt at school? And the first name Rob. They're like, oh, you're just a thief, aren't you? And all that nonsense. Literally all the way through school. All the way through school.
Yeah, well, if it doesn't kill you, it makes you stronger.
Yeah, I'm an emotional wreck.
You survived here.
I'm okay.
So we just can't see all the emotional baggage that you've brought with you.
Stone-faced.
But crook also means to be sick.
Does it? Are you sure it means to be sick?
No, not to be sick as in to vomit,
okay.
But as in, like, if you've got the flu or a cold and you go, yeah, I've been a bit crook. That can mean either here.
I don't know if I've ever heard it used like that.
Well, you don't live in Australia, so I don't expect that you would have.
No, I'll go with my first one of being a thief.
Like I said, it has two meanings, so if you can tell me either, you get a point for it.
All right, cool. I'll take it.
Okay, for your next one, where am I going if I'm going to go and visit the Dunny?
The toilet. You're going for a Richard III.
It's not used anymore because nobody has. I mean, the Dunny is specifically the outside toilet.
Okay.
And no one has. Well,
are you sure?
Virtually nobody has outside toilets anymore. Are
you sure? There's going to be loads of comments saying I've still got an outside toilet. Be prepared.
I mean, on farms and whatnot, they might still have.
Do you think it'll be similar so back in the day, many years ago, and some houses still have it, especially up north, is they would have the toilet in the back garden, in like a little shed. And I think some houses, actually, my wife's nan still has one, and it's still fitted.
When I was a kid, the house that I grew up in, we never lived in like a finished house because my dad would renovate anywhere we ever lived in. So my parents bought this little miner's cottage, and then Dad transformed it into something 4 times the size. And outside there was a toilet, and then we also had the inside toilet.
Nice.
And for years we kept the outside toilet because Dad would be working in the garage, and Mum would be like, "You're not coming here with your greasy clothes.
So
go use the Dunny."
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. To be fair, yeah, I knew that word, and I'm sure I've heard Aussies say it. So nice.
Yeah, it's like I said. I don't think it's something that we use.
I think most people outside Australia would know what that means. I reckon. I think it's a sort of Aussie stereotype word.
You could be right. Yeah, you could be right. Alrighty, what am I serving up if I give you some plonk?
See, the way you said that, if you didn't say it the way you did, I would have said plonk is like plonk down there, like to sit down. However, the way you started that, it can't be that.
Yes, I have tried to give you a hint in the way I've delivered the question.
Is it a type of food?
You would have it with food.
You'd have it with food. It's not another word for beer, I don't think. Surely it's not.
No.
No. No idea. No idea.
Plonk is a cheap bottle of wine.
Oh. Which is most wine these days. It all tastes the same, so.
So that's another...
No. Negative.
Yeah.
Not good.
You were doing good, and...
I wasn't really. I got the odd one right. I wasn't doing that well.
Okay, then. What am I referring to when I say your schnoz?
Your nose.
Yes!
And you'd say someone's got a big schnoz.
Big schnoz. Yup.
Mm.
Whereas you don't have a big schnoz at all.
No.
So, where are we if we're in the top end?
Would you mean like the rich side of town? Well, the rich people, no.
No.
Top end of town, like the top of the high street.
No.
No idea, because everything I say, you just keep saying no.
Imagine a map of Australia,
North.
And I'm talking about the top end.
In the Northern Territory.
The far north of Australia is the top end.
Just the top of Australia, not necessarily the Northern Territory.
It's just the top end. Very generalised.
That is quite generalised. That is quite generalised.
So that's another... Didn't get it?
That's another circle instead of a line.
This is very disappointing, Rob.
I'm disappointed as well. I am really disappointed in my performance. It's piss poor.
Yeah. I'm not going to disagree with you. This is pretty bad.
Yeah.
All right. What am I describing if I'm to say flat out like a lizard drinking?
Does a lizard drink quickly or slowly? That's the big question, isn't it? Does a lizard drink quickly or slowly? When you say flat out, see, it could be like flat out like a snail, because snails are slow even when they're going flat out. Are lizards quick at drinking or are they slow at drinking? Can you answer me that one?
I have no idea.
Oh, for Pete's sake. Is it when you're doing... I'm going to go with like a snail. Is it when you're doing something really slowly?
No.
When you're doing something really fast?
It's the opposite. It's when you're really busy.
Oh.
Flat out like a lizard drinking. Or it may just be I'm flat out, or you would say I'm flat stick.
I don't think anyone in a city in Australia will know that phrase. I reckon that's got to be some sort of suburb, not suburb. Well, maybe suburb if your suburbs are away from the city, aren't they? And bush type areas, maybe they would say that. How many lizards do you find in the city centres? Probably not a lot.
Like I said, it's one of those things there's like there's a few variations on it. I used to work with a guy, if you'd say, how are you going? And he'd go, oh, busier than a bricklayer in Baghdad.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's sort of, there are some
regional, I reckon.
Yeah, there are some variations, but flat out, flat stick, I would.
Flat out, if you use just the flat out, we would say, oh, I'm flat out, as in, I'm really busy. But I was almost tricked with the lizard bit. Because I was thinking...
Well, so that's the full phrase. Yeah. Flat out like a lizard drinking. And then, as you know, we like to shorten and smush things. So it becomes either just flat out or flat stick. So, yeah. But no point for Rob because it had nothing to do with snail's paste.
No, this is disappointing. Okay, let's go. Keep
going. This is your last one.
All right.
So this is your final hope. What am I saying if I describe you as a gutless wonder?
Well, gutless, you would say, is as a bit of a coward. So I'm going with a coward.
You are correct.
We wouldn't say a gutless wonder. We'd probably just say you're gutless. Yeah.
Yeah, depending on the I think it's depending on the circumstances and how much emphasis you want to put on the cowardice, whether we just say gutless or you're a gutless wonder. I think to say something, if you want to hammer it home and go,
but I wonder what the wonder adds to it. Does wonder just mean person?
I think it's just emphasis. Do you know what I mean? It's like Deadset earlier. You can just say someone's a legend, but then you go Deadset legend, and it adds that emphasis and oomph to it.
Because I would just think it meant like gutless is in you're a cowardly, and then wonder would be person, like a wanderer is a person. Gutless wonder, you're a gutless person. That's what I would assume. Maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong. Who knows?
I don't know.
Go on, tally them up, because let's get this out of the way.
Got 7 out of 15.
Oh, that's the worst one so far. That's the worst one. That is the worst one. Ouch. Maybe I'm still in holiday mode. I don't know. I did come back Saturday, and it is now Thursday. Releasing on Friday. That was...
And really, people have, I've seen a lot of comments of people saying to me, make it harder. As I've tried to explain to people a number of times, what is hard or easy, I have really no idea. No, sometimes you get things that I'm like, I would never in a million years think that you would get it. And other times, things that I think are perfectly easy, you have no idea. So...
No, the amount of times you've said I should get this one and then I've had absolutely no clue. 7 out of 15. How many, if you guys were counting along with it, how many did you get right? Surely none of you did worse than me. Surely no one did worse than me, because that would be embarrassing. Anyway, Loki, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, tell me. If you didn't enjoy it, moan at Loki. Oh,
geez, thanks. That's fine. I don't cop enough complaints.
Exactly. So, anyway, thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe, and we will catch you next time.